run Tuckshop Flowers here in Birmingham. I grow here on my allotment and also in my garden at home. I've had my allotment for about 15 years. I found it by coming to an open day to buy damsons, and I put my name down on a waiting list, was told it would be 2 years, and got one about 3 months later just as I moved house. So what I grow down here is my annuals and dahlias and sweet peas, because I find that they grow better here because they've got less competition than in my garden at home, where I've got a lot of established perennials and shrubs. But the problem with growing down at allotment is you've got to keep trekking backwards and forwards, so I'm like the mad lady pushing a wheelbarrow through the streets of Bourneville all the time as I'm toing and froing with plants and with cut flowers to take home for my orders. The great thing about an allotment is you can set it up in long cutting beds and just clear them, so you're not having to worry about disturbing established plants. The cons are, down at my allotment I've got quite a bit of bindweed and couch grass, so I'm always fighting endless battles against those, and just when you think you've got a good crop of something, the badgers might come and attack it all. So it's a mixed bag. I'm down at the bottom of a hill on a clay site, which is brilliant in summer because it means that my plot doesn't dry out so quickly as the ones at the top, so I'm in luck then. But in winter it can be a bit cold and claggy, but you have to take the rough with the smooth, and it's been to my advantage to retain moisture for the last couple of years. Top tips I would give for an allotment: cover your paths up. Try and get rid of as much grass as you can. It cuts down on the mowing, it stops the grass creeping into the beds quite so much. And I would also say go for the no-dig method to reclaim grassy areas. Put down some cardboard with a thick layer of mulch and compost on top of that, and then you can just plant straight into it as a nursery bed. It will save your back a lot of grief when it comes to trying to get that bed into cultivation. I've used it down here and it doesn't chop up the weeds so much, so you don't get the same problem with perennial weeds either, so it's great for that. You always need to check with your allotments if they're happy for you to grow on these sites, because a lot of allotments do have a not for commercial use clause in their rules. I'm lucky because my allotment is not a city council allotment, and they are quite happy for me to grow flowers from my plot here. So it's always worth checking and see what the feelings of your local sites are. Okay, but I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I hope you manage to get out and do some gardening and grow some flowers. See you on the other side.